Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Unity of Greater Hartford. My name is Michelle Gornish, and I am the Vice President of the Board of Trustees. We welcome everyone here in the sanctuary, as well as those online. And a special welcome to today's musician, Robert Werma. If this is your first time here and you would like to know more about this Unity Center as well as Unity Worldwide, we have a welcome packet to share with you. If you're watching online and would like to receive this welcome packet, please email us at info@unityhartford.org and include your name and address so we can mail it to you. Today, I want to remind you of our Spiritual Center's evolutionary purpose statement, which is on the screen behind me. This statement outlines our common purpose, and it is: Unity of Greater Hartford transforms lives and inspires people to make a positive difference in our world. You will also find it on our website's homepage, unityhartford.org. Please join Robert in singing our affirmation of divine presence. The words are on the screen.
Good morning.
Good morning. Make sure your mic's on first.
So this was an original composition taken and using those words, but the words on this side is there is only one presence and one power active as me and as the universe and as my life, God the good. I would invite you to use either of those forms. Some of you are familiar with the melody and some of you are not, but it's going to be a call and response kind of thing. So I'm going to sing. Yeah, why don't we stand? Open up the diaphragm a little bit. So I will sing, there is only one presence, and you'll repeat, there is only one. Thank you. Then there is only one power. Very good. And then together we'll sing, in the universe and in my life, in the universe and in my life, the power, the presence is God, the presence is God, the one and the good, the power is God, good, the one and the good. In the universe and in my life, in the universe and in my life. Let's try it again. There is only one presence, there is good. There is only one power. Together, in the universe and in my life, in the universe and in my life. The presence is God. The presence is God. The presence is good. The one and the good. The power is God. The one and the good. Together now. In the universe and in my life. In the universe and in my life.
Thank you, Robert. And now I invite our prayer chaplain, Lynn Lennon, to the podium.
As you know, this year our theme is Answering the Call. Each month we provide an affirmation based on our theme that you can take into your own prayer practice. As the spiritual aspect for August is will, our affirmation is Answering the Call. I light my spiritual power of will, and I'm willing to let the Spirit work in, through, and as me. As this is the first Sunday of the month, please join me in saying this aloud together. Answering the call, I light my spiritual power of will, and I am willing to let Spirit work in, through, and as me. You can also find this affirmation on the homepage of our website, unityhartford.org. Thank you. Prayer is an ever-present resource, and after today's service, there will be myself as the prayer chaplain, as you will be honored to pray in this sanctuary. And I will be in the front of the sanctuary after the service. There's also prayer request cards in the pew slots that you can complete and place in the prayer box on the candle lighting table at the back of the sanctuary. If you would like prayers at any time during the week, email your prayer request to prayerrequest@unityhartford.org. Your prayer will be placed in the prayer box, and like all prayers, it remains confidential. After 30 days, they are mailed to Silent Unity, where they will be held in prayer for another 30 days. Thank you for the honor of praying with you. And now our senior minister, Reverend Christine Boylan, will lead us in our time of prayer and meditation.
So as we prepare for our opening prayer, I'm going to invite our worship assistant, Kirk, to light our Christ candle. And some of you know that the lighting of this candle is to remind you of your own truth, that there is that Christ light burning within you all the time. And it's also within everyone else. And so we bring in, that's why many of us use candles in our time of prayer and meditation. So I invite you to consider that also. So we go back to our monthly affirmation. Excuse me. This is an affirmation that we'd love you to pray with us. All of our prayers coming together, sending out those wonderful vibrations into the world. And this month is the month of will, the spiritual power of will. Are you willing? Are you willing? So let's take that into our time of prayer this morning. So I invite you just to take a breath in and release. And then go within to that place where you know your God to be. I am willing to let Spirit work in, through, and as me. I am willing. I am willing to listen to that still small voice guiding me, directing me, helping me choose. I put aside my own agenda and listen to the wisdom of the universe. What is it trying to say to me? What do I desire in my heart? To know my highest and best? Perhaps to get out of my own way? I am willing. I am willing. Let's just take that into a time of silence. I am willing. Just a moment of silence. I am willing. I am willing. Willing to listen. Willing to be guided. Willing to know my truth. I am willing to invite Spirit, to let Spirit work in, through, and as me. I am open, receptive, and willing. And so I invite you to open your eyes and say to yourself, I am willing. Yes, I am willing, yes. And so it is. Amen. Amen. And so now I invite Robert to come on up and lead us in our opening songs.
Thank you, Reverend Christine. This is a song of Daniel Namad. I'm reaching out. And when I think of reaching out, I think of my arms going out. So if you're so led this morning, when you sing those words, raise your arms and reach out to feel the infinite. And if you're not one of those kind of folks, imagine your inner child reaching out inside, reaching out. There you go, something like that. Yeah, reaching out. Excellent, excellent. I'm reaching out to feel the infinite. I'm reaching out to know the divine. I'm reaching out to feel the infinite. Yeah, forever is already mine. I'm reaching out to feel the infinite. I'm reaching out to know the divine. I'm reaching out to feel the infinite. When forever is already mine. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal home. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal soul. Now we go deep. I'm going deep to feel the infinite. I'm going deep to touch the divine. I'm going deep to feel the infinite. Yeah, forever is already mine. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already there in my eternal home. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already there in my eternal soul. We're rising up. I'm rising up to feel the infinite. I'm rising up to share the divine. I'm rising up, there you go, to feel the infinite. And forever is already mine. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal soul. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal home. Again, I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal soul. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal soul. Yeah. Did you touch it? Did you do it at home? And now we're going to weave ourselves together. We're going to invite the Spirit to weave us together. Weave, weave, weave us together. weave us together, together in love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love. We are many textured tellers, each one different from the other, but we are entwined with one another in one great tapestry. Weave us together, weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love. Started for me because I can't remember the melody here. We are different instruments, playing our own melodies, each one tuning to a different key, but we are playing in harmony. Weave us together, weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love.
Thank you, Robert. Well, good morning, UGH. My name is Kirk Smallage, and I have the privilege to serve this morning as your worship assistant. And a special shout out this morning to all of us that have birthdays in August. As I've grown older, I've realized that if you have a birthday in August, it means you basically were created in the time period of Christmas spirit. So that Christmas spirit lives with us year-round in that role. It's really quite special, but it does give a little different meaning to the expression my relatives used to say. My father would tell my mother that Santa has a present for you tonight. So anyway, and trust me, my sister and I looked for the wrappings and the bows and the boxes, and we never found it, so it's kind of a mystery. Anyway, let's get back to what's happening here at Unity. Let's see. Today, right after the service, we will have our monthly potluck and August birthday celebration. We will celebrate all those with a birthday in August. For those at home, it's not too late. You can get dressed if you're in your jammies and come on down and enjoy not only the potluck, but the birthday cake, which is donated this morning. So just think about it. Come on down if you can. Otherwise, celebrate at home with us. But please join us in this wonderful time of community fellowship if you can. And if you would like to bring a dish to share, all the better. But if you didn't bring a dish or you haven't got a dish, there's no worries, because there is a love offering basket there that is put out on the food table for those of us that didn't bring something can share in that. And a special thanks to Maria Main. Where are you, Maria? Yay! Thank you for donating the birthday cake today, and thank you for making my special cake. For those of us with birthdays in August, we celebrate you, so please stand when I say your name, and then please join us in the community room after for birthday cake and an exuberant rendition of Happy Birthday, which I will sing solo. No. And here are the birthdays in August. And if I miss saying your name, please stand anyway so you can be applauded and celebrated. So, and if you're watching at home, you please stand as well. So happy birthday to Richard Connolly and Reverend Kathleen Kerswig and some old guy named Kirk Smallage. And a special guest, our Unity co-founder, Myrtle Fillmore, also has a birthday in August. Woo-hoo! I'm in good company. Anyway, next Sunday is August 9th, and our one-on-one Reiki service will be held in the sanctuary at noon. We always welcome that. Our Reiki practitioners are honored to offer this service, and we do ask for a $5 love offering. And this year, new, Unity of Greater Hartford is participating in the Network Against Domestic Abuse Back to School Backpack Program. Join us, please, in sending children back to school with the supplies they need for a successful school year. This year, we are sponsoring 5 children who are living at safe houses, but they need clothes, school supplies, and other essentials. Please sign up in the community room and receive a back-to-school bus tag that lists items for your particular child that you've chosen. And with your support, we can ensure that these students have every opportunity to succeed in school. All items need to be returned by Sunday, August 16th, and that's only 2 weeks away, so, well, let's get started on it. And if you have any questions on this, you can check in with either Maria Main or with Reverend Deborah. And there are 2 other important items for Sunday, August 16th. During the Sunday celebration service, immediately after the Sunday talk, the board will be introducing 8 new members in our new member ceremony. Wow. Excuse me. That's pretty special. So please join them in welcoming and blessing these new members. And at noon on August 16th, the board will be holding a leaders meeting in the Fillmore room. They ask that every ministry team leader and prayer chaplain make every effort to attend this meeting. Please pick up your invitation and documents to review before the meeting from Reverend Christine, even if you cannot attend. Now, excuse me 1 second. Didn't have enough to drink last night. Please, let's see, pick up your invitation if you cannot. Okay, now, please stand for our greeting time as we offer each other the Gandhi blessing for peace, which is a call and response blessing. And let us work together for unity and peace. And now, if you would, repeat after me. I offer you peace. I offer you love. I offer you friendship. I hear your needs. I see your beauty. And our wisdom flows from the highest source. And I salute that source in you. Amen. Please take a seat. And now I have the privilege to read today's word, which is belief. And the affirmation is, I trust that my belief and my unbelief are enough. When Thomas says he can't believe in Jesus' resurrection unless he touches the wounds himself, he is describing those moments when God's infinite, eternal good seems too hard to believe. Jesus' response is instructive. He doesn't criticize Thomas's doubt or demand blind faith. Instead, he offers exactly what Thomas needs, inviting him to touch the wounds and see for himself. And Jesus meets him where he is, and then invites him into a deeper way of believing, one that can trust in unseen blessings. The invitation is open to me too, whether my belief is steady and confident, or I long for reassurance and signs of divine presence. I trust I am divinely supported and dearly loved. And the biblical reference, Jesus said to him, "Have you believed because you have seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have come to believe." From John chapter 20, verse 29. And again, today's daily word is entitled Believe, and the affirmation is, I trust that my belief and my unbelief are enough. And with that, I would like to invite Reverend Christine to the podium.
Thank you, Kirk. Well, today, let's bring an intention of love and gratitude to the sacred moment of giving. I'm inviting you to bless whatever financial gift you are offering today by holding it in your hands and holding it in your heart. Even if you're giving online, and you can scan the QR code to do that right here in the sanctuary, or if you're watching at home. But even if you're giving through a credit card online, you can hold it in your heart. And certainly here in the sanctuary, you know, we accept checks and cash. Unbelievable. But we here are a mission-centered community. We understand that giving is more than just supporting a spiritual center. It is participating in a shared purpose. So our financial contributions are one of the ways that we take responsibility for the life, health, and future of this ministry. And we don't give just because we personally got something. Okay? We give because we are partners together in this community, and we are all dedicated to transforming lives and making and experiencing a positive difference in the world. So our giving is truly an expression of gratitude, of stewardship, and a conscious participation in co-creating. And so I invite you to hold that as the source of your giving, because today, as you bless your giving, allow yourself to feel as grateful as you can to the one true source within, and then join together with me in the offering blessing that is on the screen and in your bulletin. Together, divine love flowing as me blesses and multiplies all that I am and have, all that I give and receive, and so it is. Amen. Now will the ushers please come forward and
God, you are every mountain. God, you are every ocean. God, you are every canyon, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every morning. God, you are every midnight. God, you are every moment, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. God, you are every sunrise. God, you are every moon glow. God, you are every star shine, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every springtime. God, you are every snowfall. God, you are every springtime. God, you are every snowfall. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. 'Cause you are the very breath I breathe. And your perfect love created me. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you.
Thank you, Robert. Well, today is a National Friendship Day. Anyone here have any friends? Oh, good, okay, great. Well, it looks like all of you have friends, and so you just might want to reach out to your friends as, well, let's consider maybe making some new friends. So in that spirit, we are going to look at the biblical story of the Good Samaritan, and that's found in the Gospel of Luke. Now, many of us know this story, not really so much as the parable that Jesus intended it to be, but instead as an example story, a literal reading of the Bible. Well, you might just know that Unity does not read the Bible literally. Instead, we read it metaphysically. We hear it as a story about our earthly existence, but we interpret it with spiritual understandings, and this is especially true of parables. Now, the parable about the Good Samaritan seems to be the least understood metaphysically for the very reason that it is usually taken quite literally, because it's a good story even literally. But doing so really kind of defeats the purpose of the parable. A parable is a story not meant to be taken literally. It is a story which says one thing containing a meaning that really is something else. And that's what makes it a parable. It's kind of was Jesus' way of going, what? Wait a minute, what did he say? So, taking the parable as a story cancels out the parable. Then you're just dealing with literalism and fact instead of understanding the meaning that is within. Either what is not being said or on a level of interpretation not found in the literal reading. So we're first going to interpret the parable metaphysically, and then we're going to interpret it as our Christian friends do, as an example story. But before I go any further, I want to really thank former Unity teacher Ed Rabel, as well as the biblical scholar and teacher John Dominic Crossan, for their writings on this parable. So we have the parable of the Good Samaritan. So on one occasion, an expert in the law, someone we might call a lawyer, stood up to test Jesus. "Teacher," he said, "what must I do to inherit eternal life?" And Jesus said, "Well, what is written in the law?" I love it when people answer a question with another question. Well, the lawyer answered, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength and with all your mind. And love your neighbor as yourself." "You have answered correctly," Jesus said. "Do this and you will live." But wanting to justify himself, okay, what does that mean? That means looking for a loophole. Okay, he says to Jesus, "Oh yeah, well, who's my neighbor?" In reply, Jesus gave this parable. A man was, now I'm going to point out some words I want you to remember as I say this, because remember we're doing it metaphysically first. A man was going down, that's important, going down, from Jerusalem to Jericho when he was attacked by robbers, another word. They stripped him of his clothes, beat him, and went away, leaving him half dead. A priest happened to be going down the same road, and when he saw the man, he passed by, another phrase, passed by on the other side. So too, a Levite, when he came to the place and saw him, passed by on the other side. But a Samaritan, as he traveled, came where the man was. Where are my prayer chaplains? You come to where the person is. Came where the man was, and when he saw him, he took pity on him. He went to him and bandaged his wounds, pouring oil and wine, another point. Then he put the man on his own donkey, brought him to the inn, and took care of him. The next day, he took out 2 denarii and gave them to the innkeeper. "Look after him," he said, "and when I return, I'll reimburse you for any extra expenses you might have." "So," Jesus said, "which of these 3 do you think was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of robbers?" The lawyer replied, "Well, the one who had mercy on him, who had compassion." And Jesus told him, "Go and do likewise." So you can see in a literal reading, it's a good story. And we're going to get there. But I'm going to first tell you about the metaphysics, because that's pretty good too. So metaphysically, this story is not about being kind to injured strangers. So, who was this certain man who gets beaten and robbed and left half dead? Who were the passing priests and Levi? Who was the helpful Samaritan? What are the oil and wine? And what is the point and meaning behind all of this? Our first clue as to who this certain man is when we read that he was going down. Down usually refers to moving into physical matter or into greater limitation. Anyone think that our thoughts and beliefs have any impact on our physical self, our physical being? Anyone? Anyone think that? Yeah, absolutely. Well, the certain man is the physical body of each one of us, the product of our current consciousness that just might be filled with some negative thinking. Jesus says some bad things happen to this physical body. Can you see how our physical body does become the victim of robbers and thieves? Metaphysically meaning our own negative thoughts, wrong beliefs, destructive emotions, which result in harming our body. Those things that we all have, or a lot of us have, stress and fear, worry, exhaustion, bad habits. These and many other things play havoc with our physical body. Well, then Jesus introduces the characters of a passing priest and a passing Levite, and the Good Samaritan, who does not just pass by, but stops and does something useful, offering compassion. But these first two characters, the passing Levite and the passing priest, stand for useless and unhelpful attitudes, which we might sometimes have toward our own sick or injured body. We might even be in resentment. I can't believe my body's doing this, that I'm sick again. How did I get that cold, right? So resentment can even come up. Did anyone take the Myrtle Fillmore class? Yeah. So if you did, you might remember that she stopped being angry and resentful of her body and what it was doing. Instead, she apologized to her body and sent it loving thoughts and prayers. She stopped robbing her body. Well, of course, we have that attitude of fear, right? There are times when we actually fear a sick or injured body, our own or another's. Many of us experienced that during COVID or just the flu season. You hear somebody cough, whoa. You know? But notice Jesus designates these false and useless attitudes about the body as passing. The passing. They're not arriving, they're not here to stay, they are passing, the passing priest, the passing Levite. In other words, these negative reactions of ours toward the body are not permanent. In their place is coming knowledge of truth, the good, helpful Samaritan. The Samaritan used in this parable would represent the right reaction, the right belief and helpful attitude to have towards the physical body after it has become sick or injured or depleted in any way. The Samaritan, as he approached the injured man, came to where he was. He didn't ask the injured man to come to where he is. No, he came to where the injury is. The Samaritan, as he approached the injured man, came to where he is. And when he did that, he came with compassion and acceptance. He came with love. He didn't come with judgment. Well, what did you do to bring this on? I told you if you kept smoking, this would happen. You know, no, he came with compassion. How many of us come with judgment to ourselves when we're sick? How many of us come with criticism of ourselves? How many of us come with love? Come with, yes, this is happening right now. Some of us won't even acknowledge that it's happening. We want to go straight to that beautiful affirmation. It's not going to work. Come to where you are. I hear my body is having a problem right now. I acknowledge it, and I bring love and compassion. Love and compassion. Wishful thinking has no bearing. When we encounter a need for healing, we want to react positively to it with loving compassion. And so in this story, we're told from Jesus that there was an outpouring from the Good Samaritan. And that means to first share our consciousness and then to speak words of loving compassion. Yeah, even to yourself. Oh, we're so good sometimes doing it with other people, and that's wonderful. But how about doing it with yourself? So we also read about the wine, right? The wine, the oil and the wine. Wine symbolizes the realization of spiritual light. So to outpour wine and oil onto wounds means to think and speak compassionate, healing words with love towards the body. And so in these few words, Jesus has told us the useful reactions and attitudes to have towards your physical body or someone else's in time of need and healing. This is not a lesson in healing. No. It is a lesson in how to react in or to a need for healing in ourselves and another person. It's not a lesson about healing. It's a lesson how to react to yourself. Can you be a good Samaritan to yourself in your reactions to your own body? And can you be a compassionate, non-judgmental good Samaritan to another when they have a healing need? Once again, it's all about you. It's all about you and your attitudes and beliefs. But now, let's take some time to look at this story literally, as a lot of people do. All right? Well, we need to first have some historical context for this. Because in Jesus' times, the Jews and Samaritans did not like each other, and that's putting it mildly. They did not at all like each other. A Samaritan was viewed by a Jew as a religious outcast, an ethnic half-breed, and a social enemy. Mutual hostility ran deep between the two groups due to centuries of political, geographical, and theological splits. Both were Jewish, but they held different beliefs, different understandings, and even different customs. Neither loved the other. We could say that they were polar opposites. So this parable, portraying the Samaritan as the hero in the story, would be ludicrous to a Jew. And that's primarily who was in the audience to hear this parable. The Jew would consider the Samaritan the least likely person to act lovingly and compassionate to his neighbor, especially to another Jew. The story must have shocked those Jews who were listening. I wonder how many even got up and decided, this guy's crazy, and just left. And it's also interesting because Jesus, when he talks about what the Samaritan did, he went into a lot of detail. More than you could just say, and he, took care of the guy. That would have been it. But you see, the Jews would have gone, oh, yeah, right, a Samaritan did that, right. What do you do? Just say, hey, I hope we feel better. No. He went into a lot of detail because he wanted them to really understand what it meant to love your neighbor. So for our Christian brothers and sisters, certainly this story shows that compassionate love must transcend all human boundaries of race and religion, nationality, sex, economic class, and educational status. In Jesus' time, the Samaritan would be considered the opposite of good, and the priest and the Levite would be considered the opposite of bad. Jesus used polar opposites so as to make it very clear that there are no loopholes. All right. So how about us? This story, we're going to bring all the way up to today. Give a thought. If you were to think of polar opposites, who could be the Good Samaritan and who could be the person lying by the road? Okay? And I'll take any ideas you have, all right? Because this part's you. So what do you think? Who could be the Good Samaritan? Who could be the person by the side of the road who needs help? Marie?
You can have the person beside the road could be a white person,
Okay.
and the
All right. So what she's suggesting is that the person by the side of the road, person who's hurting, be a white person, and the Good Samaritan be a black person. All right. Now, reverse them. Yeah. What else? Who else? Raise your hand. Come on. You know it. Lisa.
Republican and Democrat.
There you go, Republican and Democrat. So Republican could be on the side of the road and Democrat the Good Samaritan. Or reverse it. The Democrat's by the side of the road and the Republican is the Good Samaritan. Yeah. Whoop. What else? Yes, Sue. And then I'll say that again. Rich and poor. So it could be a very rich person, money just spilling out of his pockets, and a very poor person coming to help him or her. Reverse it. Yeah. Over here, somebody had Jeff. A homeless and what? Right, okay, so homeless person and someone without, who has a home, right? So we have two polar opposites, and then we can reverse it. So the person who has a mansion is lying by the side of the road, and the homeless person comes to help. So I'm going to go to Lee, and then over there, yeah.
I was thinking of a young person and then an older person.
Yeah. So we have a young person by the side of the road, and then we have an elderly person to come and help. And of course, it works the other way, too. Rob, did you have something?
Evangelical, Christian nationalist, and a unity group.
Okay, so I don't know if you heard, but there's definitely after, I think you might have. So it could be an evangelical nationalist person, okay, and a unity person, or we could also say a very progressive liberal person to really make it clear. One by the side of the road, the other helping the evangelical person coming to the aid. And again, reversing it. Okay. Michelle. A Jew and a Catholic, okay? Or we could maybe even put in a Jew and a Palestinian. Yeah, a Jew and a Palestinian, okay? The Palestinian by the side of the road, the Jew is the Good Samaritan, and now flip it. The Jew by the side of the road, and the Palestinian being the Good Samaritan. One more. Kat.
A citizen and a refugee.
There we go. A U.S. citizen and a refugee, or an immigrant, or maybe an illegal immigrant, okay? And maybe a U.S. citizen could even be, I just forgot their name. ICE, yes, could be an ICE agent, thank you. I obviously have a block. So an ICE agent and an illegal immigrant, right? And then flip it. The ICE agent by the side of the road, hurting, and the illegal immigrant being the Good Samaritan. Yeah. Yeah. So hold that. Now, you have one other thing to do, and I want you to get a pen and a piece of paper. Use anything, doesn't matter. Because you're going to write 2 words down, and you're going to take this home with you, okay? Ready? If you need, we got them, they're spread out. If you need help, go up one pew, go back one pew, okay? So what I want you to do right now, you're lying by the side of the road. You're hurting. Yeah, Rob's been there. So you're lying by the side of the road. Who is the least likely person to come to your aid? Who is that person? Now, if you say, I don't know who I like everybody that I know, and they like me. All right, then go out to the type of person. Okay. Who is the type of person who you think would be the least likely. You could say, well, someone who is just egotistical, someone who doesn't even notice anybody around them, okay? So pick a type of person or an actual person. My Uncle Harry would never stop by me if I was, whatever it is, okay? So write that down. Could be the type of person or an actual person, okay? And you could think of who you are, okay? If you're a liberated woman, and that's known, who would be the least type of person to come to your aid? If you're gay or trans, who is the least type of person who would come to your aid? Okay. And you all have somebody. It's that person maybe you see on TV. And you go, ugh. He's speaking complete polar opposite of what I hold true in my heart. If he were to see me, he or she were to see me by the side of the road, would they stop? Everybody got it? All right. Reverse. Write down the least likely person that you would stop to help by the side of the road. Who would cause you, I don't know, if I want to stop? I'll call 911 for them. That's what I'll do. I'll call 911. Okay. And then I got to get going. I got an appointment. I can't stay. I got to go. Okay. Who's the least likely type of person or actual person that if you saw them by the side of the road, you would hesitate? I know you're all wonderful people and you would eventually stop, but there would be that moment when you would hesitate. Write that name or type of person down. You know, right. You don't even have to write it down, right? Okay. So take that home with you, and I'll give you instructions in a little bit what we're going to be doing with that. But before I close today, I want to recite a few words for you that are especially fitting for National Friendship Day. And then I'll come back and we'll close up. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. No? A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Does anybody know that, those words? Anybody know that song? Right. Okay. So, who would like to sing that? I promise I'll turn my mic off. How about we sing that today? And Robert, you can lead us in that, right? I think we could even get the words up here. Do we have the words? Oh, look at that. Okay. So ready? You want to sing? All right, let's do it.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for beauty. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, won't you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor?
Thank you. I'm going to consider all of you my neighbors today. Thank you for your willingness to be my neighbor. And so what to do with those names or those type of people you write down? You're going to put them in your prayer every single day this week. Hold them in prayer. They're your prayer people, okay? So. Huh? There's no loopholes. No loopholes. You wrote it down. I didn't write it down. You're the one who did it. So you're going to keep them in your prayers this week. And you're going to look at that red sweater that you're wearing, that sticker that you have on, and know that you are a wonderful, beautiful neighbor. And we are all pleased that you're here. And thank you so much. Namaste. And so now I invite you to rise up, and we're going to go to the back of the sanctuary so we can face the screen and sing our Unity Peace song. Take your time. Holding hands is optional.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Join me in our prayer for protection. Together. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God folds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Yay. And if you would, please take your seats. As Reverend Christine extinguishes the Christ candle, we remember and affirm that the Christ light within us can never be dimmed, for we are always one with the divine.
Well, thank you, Kirk, and thanks to everyone who helped with today's service. And of course, a special thank you to our musician, Robert Worma. Yay. So I have two things that I want to bring up, came up at the last moment. One is very exciting. There is a Unity Bocce Ball group. I know. So there's a flyer out there, and I went on Saturday. I had so much fun. I even won once. So that really made it fun. But it's Wednesdays at 11 a.m. or Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. It's in Manchester by Memorial Center Park. There's some more directions in the flyer. If you have questions, okay, please talk to Judy Murphy. Please raise your hand back there. And then next to her is Raina, there you go. And Mary Ellen. Where's Mary Ellen? There's Mary Ellen. So those are the three honchos for the Bocce Ball Club. Please consider coming out. It's a free drop-in, no sign-up. Just come and have fun. So I hope you will join us for that. I also wanted to remind you that after today's service, we're going to have a prayer chaplain up here. She's available for one-on-one prayer. So if I don't know how to do that, just come up and say to Lynn, would you pray with me? And she'll take it from there. And then also our member, Jane Palzeri. Some of you knew her. She was really an online member for the latter part of her life. She passed away, and her family is holding a life celebration for her on Saturday, August 22nd, between 2 and 5 p.m. here in the community room. But Jane didn't want any formal, stuffy life celebration, which I don't think ours are. But anyway, she didn't want that. Instead, they're having a pizza party. So come for the pizza party. Jane was a prolific writer, and they'll be reading some of her essays and poems, and it should be lovely. But there's information there. She's asking you to RSVP, so maybe take a photo of that and text or email her to let her know if you're attending. Okay. I also want to thank our board member on duty. That's Michelle Gornish, right there. And if you have an issue or a concern and you can't find me, go to Michelle. She's going to have the answer, and she'll be able to help you out. After the final song, we invite you to come into the community room for our glorious potluck, our exuberant birthday cake and singing, and certainly for some coffee and beverages. But whether you're here in the sanctuary or you're online, thank you for being with us today and for bringing the blessing that is you. Now, we always close with a song, and Robert, what do we have today?
Well, I know you've got a little love in your heart, probably got a lot of love in your heart, but this is a song about putting a little more love in your heart. And you all remember it when, back in the day. Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, so please don't hesitate. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Another day goes by, and still the children cry. Put a little love in your heart. If you want the world to know we won't let hatred grow, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Take a good look around, and if you're feeling down, put a little love in your heart. Open, you decide, kindness will be your guide. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see, baby, now. Put a little love in your heart. 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 One more time. Put a little love in your heart.